This is the L2C Media Network. It's Wednesday night. Actually, it's early Wednesday morning, December the 1st. 30 days left in this sucky year. I'm Harry Von Stuttgart, and live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk at the Tom O'Neill Studios in beautiful Upper Jackson, Michigan, this is Sports Final. I don't believe it's 24 days till Steve shows his balls. It's going to be fun. I mean, sporty balls. Anyway, uh, Sports Final, sponsored in part by the L2C Media Network. Now, with the details from the sports headlines that make the sports world sing in perfect harmony, here's our leader, Steve, the Backsman Baxley. And Steve is getting things set up, which is why he hasn't lifted the cone off the camera. Now he does. Here's Steve. Hey, thank you, Harry. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the earphones, but since we're given the rules here, gotta wear them for at least a little bit. Oh, what the hell? I don't listen to rules, because rules are rules. Besides, I am, and you are. We are all here in this beautiful world of ours to have a little fun, and that's what we plan on doing tonight. Let's have a little fun and make the world a little better place. Anyway, I've said that. We got a lot to do, and it is Tuesday after all, so let's get started, get you a look at all the scoreboard. And, of course, our scoreboard is, as always, sponsored by the fun folks at Caesar Sportsbook. Remember, Caesar Sportsbook, we are all Caesars. That's right, we are indeed all Caesars. So, what do we got? We got scores. Right now, we got 3 games that are still in progress. Let us tell you about the 3, shall we? 7 minutes, 32 seconds remain in the game in Portland, and the Trailblazers are giving the Pistons shiznit fits. That's right, Trailblazers lead Detroit 92-74. 5:38 remaining in the game between the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns, and once you know it, it is a very close game. How close? You can actually see the Warriors breathing down your neck, literally. Suns lead the Warriors 92-89. 7:47 left to play in the fourth. It is the LeBron Lakers 95, Sacramento Kings 82. We flip the board and say a couple of finals, and let's go to it. Memphis Grizzlies over the Toronto Raptors 98-91. And the Brooklyn Nets took care of the New York Knicks 112-110. And that is it for the pros. But we are not done yet. No, sir. Would you like to know why? Yes, I think you do like to know why, because we have other college basketball news for you, including college basketball scores. Without further ado, or a don't, or a dither, let's give you the scores of tonight's night of happiness, joy, and downright weirdness. That's right. It's time for women's college basketball scores throughout the nation. And you gotta be kidding. There's only one score. Only one game was played tonight. Oh, please, there must be more. If there's not, then we'll just have to read them like that. There we go. They're still searching for him, but we'll give you the one score that we got. Baylor, fifth-ranked Baylor over Morehead State, 73-28, which was not bad. And that, for want of a better word, is the women's college basketball. Let's go to the men's college basketball and see if they did any better. And they sure enough did. Come on, you gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get the full scoreboard, guys. Come on. Full scoreboard. Come on. Okay, I think. Is that it? You gotta be kidding me. I really do. Gotta be kidding me, man. Well, I guess it twill. Wait a minute here. Let's do this properly here. We're gonna hold our tongues here. I got the wrong button. I put the wrong button. Yes, I did. I did push the wrong button. Do we have some college basketball here in the whoopee woo section of the world? Hello. Okay, so do we have college basketball on here, guys? Please let me find out here. No, we don't have college basketball on here. I wish we did. Okay. So let us go from A to B to C, and yeah, we got to let's do it. NCAA men's basketball, the scoreboard of choice. Let's go to it. Then we'll hit the ladies. And by that, I mean we'll go to the ladies and we'll see things in a different way. We hope. Okay, let's go to the games that are just started. Early in the first half, it is New Mexico State over New Mexico, 9-7. Final score, Nevada over Pepperdine, 79-66. Ohio State upset Duke, 71-66. Purdue, number 2, over Florida State, 93-65. 13th ranked Tennessee over Presbyterian, 86-4. 15th ranked Houston over Northwestern State, 99-58. 17th ranked UConn over UMES, 72-63. Norfolk State over Grambling, 70-63. Butler over Saginaw Valley, 68-57. Radford over Kentucky Christian, 79-70. Siena over Army West Point, 83-67. Campbell over Lancaster Bible, 83-39. Davidson over Charlotte, 75-58, or Charlotte, excuse. Delaware over LIU, 75-67. East Carolina over Old Dominion, 63-62. Georgetown over Longwood, 91-83. In 2 overtimes, Furman defeated High Point, 74-70. Kent State went wild against Point Park, 107-41. Manhattan over Farley Dickinson, 78-73. Mount St. Mary's over Howard, score 72-70. NJIT over Sacred Heart, 75-70. Northeastern over Detroit Mercy, 66-56. Minnesota over Pittsburgh, 54-53. Syracuse over Indiana in 2 overtimes, 112-110. Chattanooga Choo-Choo Tennessee Tech, 82-65. Texas A&M over New Orleans, 85-65. UNC Greensboro over Elon, 74-61. VMI over Clark Summit, 88-40. West Virginia over Bellarmine, 74-55. And College of Charleston defeated Tulane, 81-77. Old Miss over Rider, 75-51. North Dakota over Presentation, 72-55. SIUE over Omaha, 75-65. Texas State over Rice, 80-69. Samford over Mississippi College, 83-58. South Dakota State over Prairie State, 99-90. Western Kentucky over Rhodes, 105-35. St. Louis over Boise State in overtime, 86-82. North Creighton over North Dakota State, 80-55. And Dixie State over Bethesda, 99-61. And the final 6 games, simple. Marquette over Jackson State, 83-54. Rutgers over Clemson, 74-64. Santa Clara over Hawaii, 70-58. Wake Forest over Northwestern, 77-73 in overtime. San Diego State over Long Beach State, 72-47. And San Jose State over South Dakota, 61-52. And that is the men's game right there in a cubic nutshell. Yes, friends, I did say a cubic nutshell. That's right. So, boop, bop. And now we'll see about the ladies. And we got a ton of them. Do we do all the scores? Yes, we do. And here we go. Baylor over Moorhead, 73-28. No, yeah, number 5, Baylor over Moorhead State, 73-28. Georgia Southern over the College of Charleston, 85-65. Temple over Georgetown, 49-47. Wolfwood over High Point, 74-52. You got Harvard over Merrimack, 99-75. Alabama over Memphis, 71-44. Dayton over Florida A&M, 64-44. Drexel over Dartmouth, 67-44. Murray State over Evansville, 85-74. Jacksonville over FIU, 35-33. Jacksonville State over Young Harris, cousin to Old Harris, by a score of 91-58. LaSalle over Penn, 63-49. North Dakota over Siena, 71-63. Sam Houston over Longwood, 66-65. Auburn over North Florida, 72-65. Oklahoma, 84. SMU, 72. Vanderbilt, 91. Chattanooga, 61. New Mexico, 86. Grambling, 50. St. Marie of California, 79-71 over San Jose State. Pepperdine beats CSU Bakersfield, 52-42. Portland over Warner Pacific, 70-49. Cha-cha-cha. And I think that's about it for that. Yes, it is. If we missed any, don't worry. We'll use that for sports, for our sports leftovers. So there you go. Now you're probably asking yourself, hey, you've done the pros, you've done the college, both men and women. You've only got one left, so why not do it? Okay, we'll do it. It's the G League. Exit. Stage up. So let's do it. Let's give you a little G League. A little giggle, a little giggle snort, folks. A little giggle snort. G League, guys, press the button. Thank you. That's right. Let's do this little puppy here. And We've gone from November. Whoa, babies. Oh, babies, let's hit November because technically we were still in November. So, wait a minute. Where is. Okay, somewhere around here there were skulls that we were going to give you tonight, but apparently they are not there. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. Only one game, and that was yesterday. All my troubles seem to fly away. Hey, Matt, Ed, and Eddie, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you on the broadcast here. So, let me just give you a little boom shakalaka like a boom shakalaka like a oi. College Park lost to Capital City 113 to 107. And that's it for the basketball section of the sports final. We now go to hockey. That's right. It's time. It's time for us to beat the feet and go to Hockey. Oh, yes. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the NHL. Yes, sir. And here we go. I'm doing okay. Glad we didn't do the show because my laptop blue screened on me for a third time. Ugh. You might want to check to see what the heck's going on with it, Matt. So, here we go, folks. End of the second quarter, end of the second period, or as we like to call it, the second intermission. The Mighty Ducks lead the LA Kings 2-1. We have final scores. You want us to give you some finals? Well, we'll give them to you. Detroit Red Wings beat the Boston Bruins 2-1. And right now, Pasternak with 1 goal for Boston. Stahl! 1 goal for Detroit. And Namestikov, 1 assist for Detroit. San Jose Sharks over New Jersey Devils 5-2. Meyer for San Jose, 2 goals. Gregor for San Jose, a goal and assist. And Barabanov for San Jose, 2 assists. Florida Panthers over the Washington Capitals 5-4. Reinhart for Florida, 1 goal. Lomberg for Florida, a goal and an assist. And Ekblad for Florida, 3 assists. Minnesota Wild over the Arizona Coyotes 5-2. Greenway for Minnesota, 1 goal, 2 assists. Broden for Minnesota, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Kakkonen for Minnesota, 29 saves. And Matt says, oh, believe me, you've been trying everything to figure out what the hell's going on. Been suffering all freaking month. Yep. Oh, believe you me, been trying everything to figure out what the hell's going on. Been suffering all freaking month with blue screens. Are you sure you haven't been invaded by the Smurfs? And here we go. More scores. Nashville Predators over the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-0. Forsberg, 4 goals for Nashville. Saros, 27 saves for Nashville. And Granlund for Nashville, 4 assists. In a shootout, the St. Louis Blues defeated the defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning 4-3. O'Reilly for St. Louis, 1 goal. Binnington for St. Louis, 30 saves. Brown for St. Louis, 1 goal. Dallas Stars over the Carolina Hurricanes, 4-1. Hintz for Dallas, 3 goals. Holtby for Dallas, 39 saves. Pavelski for Dallas, 1 goal and 2 assists. Islanders Flyers were postponed due to COVID. Matt, Ed, and Eddie said, what troubles were you having with your laptop since the other day? You said you had little computer issues. Well, I tell you, it was mainly let's see. Mainly with the phone line I have was mainly one problem I had. The other one was several updates didn't exactly pan through, but they have since then. But I have been wondering um, uh, if this was Microsoft's way of saying you're going to get Windows 11 whether you like it or not. Well, let's go to NHL. I mean, not NHL, NCAA hockey scorages. So here we go, folks. Only one game to tell you about. In fact, no games to tell you about. Harvard and Boston College got postponed. So that's it. She likes to put her leg around the back of him and literally stick her toe into his buttock. Anyway, the only way he can hold her up in the air. Let's see. Meta and Eddie said, yeah, problem Win 11 isn't compatible with older computers and CPUs and laptops. My laptops don't have the CPU to allow Win 11. Ow. Okay, we got the AHL, and there we go. Thank you, boys. I knew our crew was on top of it. So, here we go. Tuesday. We only had one game, and that's still going on. It's the Abbotsford Canucks leading the Ontario Reign, 6:33 in the third, 3-2 the score. By the way, we did get the blessing. So next week, we're going to, we will be able to do some, as they call, damn, I even forgot what they call it. Split in? No, not split in. Listen-ins. There you go. Yeah, we're going to do a little listen-in starting Monday. So there you go. Well, once again, the Abbotsford Canucks lead the Ontario Reign 3-2, 6:30 left to play in regulation. And we do that, and we do this, and it is our visit to the Ontario League. Man, Ed and Eddie said worse is that Windows 10 is only going to be supported till 2025. Ew. Wow. Beep, bop, boop, bop, bop, doo. Okay, and no games for there's literally from here to here, breath off. There was a there were no games tonight. No games for are there going to be games in December? Well, yeah, only one game in December, which is a Wednesday nighter. It is Sudbury versus the Sioux. So there you go. That is let's see. Nope, there were no games this week or tonight. There's games tomorrow. So both the Ontario Hockey League had the night off. Wow. And college hockey had the night off, I guess you could say. So let's get you some headlines before we massacre everything. And yes, friends, we're going to lift the camera up. Sorry there, Uno, if we bopped you here. There we go. Let's do this, puppy. And then we'll update everybody the scores from both the NBA and, of course, the NHL, because we knew there were about 2 games on progress. But right now, let's get you updated on headlines, and let's get you right now how the 2022 NFL draft order is setting up. Here's the updated 2022 NFL draft order via tankathon.com. The Lions, unless they win, will get the first round draft pick. The team needs a wide receiver, cornerback, offensive guard, linebacker, and defensive tackle. Good luck. Texans will be number 2. Jaguars 3. Jets via trade with the 3-8 Seahawks will have number 4. Number 5, the Jets. Number 6, the Giants. 7th, the Giants via trade with the Bears. 8th, Eagles. 9th, Eagles via trade with the Dolphins. 10th, the Panthers. 11th, the Falcons. 12th, the Vikings. 13th, the Saints. 14th, the Eagles via trade with the Colts. 15th, the Browns. 16th, the Steelers. 17th, the Broncos. 18th, the Raiders. 19th, Washington. 20th, the Chargers. 21st, the Dolphins via trade with the 49ers. Number 22 will be the Buffalo Bills. Number 23, the Lions via trade with the 7-4 Rams. Thank you for the Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford situation. 24th will be the Bengals, 25th Cowboys, and 26th will be the Chiefs, 27th the Titans, 28th the Buccaneers, 29th the Patriots, 30th the Packers, 31st the Ravens, 32 the Cardinals, and the teams that have no first round pick: Seahawks, Bears, 49ers, Colts, and Rams. So there you go, right there. And we will bring you how we did in this week's NFL. I know we have to do this. We have to pick 5 little stories. But we're going to do that on Wednesday night because we have a whole hell of a lot to talk about. In fact, right now, let us give you the college football playoff rankings, and we do it with a little bit of panache. So let's do it. And we were right on Sunday. Number 25, Texas A&M, 8-4. 24, Louisiana, 3, Kentucky, 9-3. 22, Arkansas, 8-4. 21, Houston, 11-1. 9-3. 19th, San Diego State, 11-1. 18th, North Carolina State, 9-3. 17th, Utah, 9-3. 16th, Wake Forest, 10-2. 15th, Pittsburgh, 10-2. Oklahoma, 10-2. In 14th. 13th, Iowa, 10-2. 12th, BYU, 10-2. 11th, Michigan State, hurrah. 10th, Oregon, 10-2. Michigan State, 10-2 as well. Baylor, 9th, 10-2. Ole Miss, 8th at 10-2. Ohio State dropped all the way to number 7, 10-2. Notre Dame, 6th, 11-1. So too, Oklahoma State, they're in 5th with 11-1. Now for the top 4, Cincinnati in 4th at 12-0. Alabama in 3rd, 11-1. Michigan first, 11-1, and Georgia, 12-0. Now, Dandelion Fluff says, "Hey, Lugnuts, just stopped in to drop a like. I'm on my way to sleep." Well, have a great sleep, Dandelion Fluff. Be thinking of you, and you be thinking of everybody else in this free world. We love you, and we're glad you stopped by. Much love to all. All right, and I tell you, the hockey was a little light tonight. And for the rest of the fans, Sorry about Tennessee. Night, Dandelion. All right, we've done the college football fandango with the uh, college football playoff rankings. Now we go from there to thus, therefore, and therein. We go to our media pros, and you won't believe what has happened in the world of media. Let's give it to you, folks. Former quarterback Robert Griffin III has announced surviving his book called Surviving Washington. Oh, this is going to be one you don't want to put down. Let's explain. Now, many athletes have books they either wrote or co-wrote with a journalist, and a lot of those are interesting. But the standard approach has them telling either the story of their life or the story of their career, and often focuses on their biggest successes. An upcoming book from former, well, let's do it in our way. However, an upcoming book from former, and that didn't sound right, did it? No. Oh, yes, I have to extend. However, there you go. No, it's more. However, there you go. However, either one of those will work. We continue. An upcoming book from former NC2A and NFL quarterback and current ESPN college football analyst Robert Griffin III has taken a much different approach. It's not focused on his success at Baylor or his Heisman Trophy, but rather the issues he's had with the Washington NFL team while playing for them from 2012 to 2015. Griffin announced Surviving Washington, which is set for an August 22nd release on Twitter Tuesday. And wow. Are you totally ready for this? This is what he says. Quote, "What's up, guys? I'm so excited to announce that I wrote a book." No shit. And it's coming out in August 2022, titled Surviving Washington. Now, every experience that I've had has made me a better husband, a better father, and a better player. But I want you to take this journey with me as I walk you through one of the most dysfunctional franchises in all of sports. End quote. No, it's not about the Detroit Lions. No, certainly not that dysfunctional. No, quote, "I'm going to tell you the truth about what happened in that playoff game in 2012 against Seattle. I'm going to detail the medical mismanagement that I received during my time in Washington. I'm going to open your eyes to the sexual harassment that permeated the walls of that building and give you a deep dive into a power struggle between one of the most powerful coaches in all of sports and an owner that many of you want gone. They say the truth will set you free, so here it is, unfiltered. Pre-order now." Now, while athlete books with some criticism of teams and or leagues aren't unprecedented, Jim Bouton's Ball 4 and Jose Canseco's Juice do come into mind, albeit in very different ways. It's fascinating to hear Griffin go into this much detail about his planned criticisms of the Washington franchise almost 9 months before the book's release date. And he's offering some very specific criticisms here. Ooh. Especially when it comes to medical mismanagement and sexual harassment. Those are not allegations to make lightly. It's also interesting this comes at a time when Griffin has talked about still wanting to play, and he specifically said he would be open to a potential return to Washington last fall. That's probably not going to happen after this. Of course, an NFL Commission investigation itself found strong sexual harassment in Washington, enough for the league to fine the team $10 million, even if they won't release the report. So, where are you? So there's no reason to doubt that Griffin saw sexual harassment while he was with the team. And with the league still trying to keep the details of what that investigation found under wraps, most of what's known to the public is only from media reports, which were incredibly disturbing in their own right. So it'll be definitely interesting to see what Griffin has to say about it. And on the injury front, the same franchise recently came under fire for their handling of another high-profile injury to another QB who's now an ESPN analyst, Alex Smith, and they took plenty of criticism for their handling of Griffin's 2012 injury at the time, specifically around putting him back in after one play, then only removing him later. Head coach Mike Shanahan said Dr. James Andrews cleared him, but USA Today later reported that Andrews said he never examined him. They also took criticism for having Griffin play in Week 16 that year and then in the playoffs where he re-injured the knee, and Griffin suffered further injuries with Washington in 2013, mainly a dislocated ankle, and 2014 with a concussion. So his commentary here may be about how the team managed those situations as well. It comes out next summer. Wow. What can we say but wow? And by the way, Aaron Rodgers will only give you the headline. Aaron Rodgers suggests Packers coaches and other employees may be leaking his medical information to the media. No kidding. By the way, the NFL's trio of Thanksgiving Day games and Thanksgiving night game were the league's most watched since 1998. That's because nothing else was on. And the MLS Thanksgiving Day match on Fox drew a near 2-decade viewership high. Incred. And 2 months into a carriage dispute, MSG, Madison Square Garden Network, fires a salvo at Comcast following a national rate increase. And the ACC network is finally coming to Comcast as part of a wider Disney carriage agreement. Thank heaven. There you go. There you go, kiddies. Let's get over to what we like to call the breaking of bread, otherwise known as. Let's go to the International Sports Department and get you up to date on all the action that has taken place, or at least some of the action that time will permit. In the Premier League, Newcastle United, Norwich City ended up in a 1-1 tie. Leeds United over Crystal Palace, 1-0. In the Scottish Premiership, Motherwell over Dundee United, 1-0. In the Women's World Cup qualifiers, Sweden over Slovakia, 3-0. The Republic of Ireland kicked Georgia right in the shillelagh, 11-0. Hungary over the Ukraine, 4-2. Spain over Scotland, 8-0. Czech Republic and Belarus were postponed for various reasoning. Iceland over Cyprus, 4-0. This score I'm going to give you, whether you believe me or not. I'm reading this right now. Are you ready? England beat Latvia. I want to see a tape of this game online. I want to see that game online. Because here was the final score. It wasn't 1-4. No, it was 20-0. They would have had to score a goal about maybe 2, 3, or 4 minutes. A goal every 4th minute. Austria over Luxembourg, 8-0. Bosnia-Herzegovina over Malta, 1-0. Azerbaijan and Montenegro, 1-0. Azerbaijan. Denmark beat Russia, 3-1. Albania over Kosovo, 3-1. Belgium over Poland, 4-0. Croatia over Moldova, 4-0. Switzerland over Lithuania, 7-0. Italy over Romania, 5-0. Serbia over Bulgaria, 4-1. Turkey over Israel, 3-2. Germany over Portugal, 3-1. Slovenia and Greece tied at 0. France over Wales, 2-0. In the FA Cup, Exeter City over Bradford City, 2-1. In the EFL Trophy, it was Bolton Wanderers over Fleetwood Town, 1-0. Carlisle United over Lincoln City, 1-1, but they won on penalties, 4-3. Rotherham United and Port Vale ended in a 1-1 tie, but Rotherham United won 5-3 on penalties. Accrington Stanley over Wigan Athletic, 1-1, but Wigan beat Accrington 5-4 on penalties. Cambridge over Walsall 2-0. Carlton over Aston Villa 2-1. Forest Green over and Chelsea ended in a 1-1 tie, but Chelsea won 4-1 on penalty. Leyton Orient and Milton Keynes Dons scoreless tie. Milton Keynes Dons, however, won on penalty kicks 5-4. Sutton United and Stevenage Goose Eggs. Sutton United did win 4-3 on penalties, and Colchester United over Swindon Town 2-1. Women's international friendlies: USA and Australia tied at 1. New Zealand over South Korea 2-0. Ecuador and Argentina tied at 2. Mexico and Canada tied at 0. And ladies and legumes, we give to you this love. And that is simply thus. Done with most of the international. Let's really go totally international, folks, as we hit our final segment, our final lap, as it were, for this evening. And let's go there. There we go. Okay, let's do this. In Italy, Atalanta defeated Venezia 4-0. Fiorentina over Sampdoria 3-1. Juventus over Salernitana 2-0. And Verona and Cagliari tied at 0. By the way, Lakers beat Sacramento 117-92. In Sweden, in the Swedish Hockey League, it was Brynäs over Örebro 2-1 in OT. Djurgårdens over Malmo 3-0. Oskarshamn in penalty 4-3 over Frölunda. Leksands over Farajad 5-4. Skellefteå over Linkopings 2-0. After penalties, Timra over Rogel 4-3. And in overtime, Lumia over Växjö 3-2. Do we have an update? Yeah, we do. 12 minutes in the third period remain. Anaheim Ducks over the Los Angeles Kings 4-2. That's right. In the Czech Republic, in overtime, it was Sparta Prague over Karlovy Vary 5-4. Vitovic over Kesk Bujovic 4-2. Plzeň over Ziln 2-1. Kladno over Mlada Boleslav 2-1. Mountfield over Litvinov 3-2. And Pardubice over Olomouc 4-1. And guess what, folks? We're done. We're done with this. We're done with the show tonight. We have made it with minutes to spare on this broadcast. And we done did it. So, folks, it is. It's. And the only time you I will tell you, it's been fun. And tomorrow we're back again. This time we're on at 11:35 Eastern. We got your wrestling report and everything else. So tune in, turn on, and strap in for fun, excitement, thrills, chills, and rampant insanity. Sports Final gives it to you. So folks, thank you very much for watching. We're back tomorrow night, regular time. Steve the Baxman Baxley saying good night. And good morning here, good night on the West Coast. It is going to be a wild one tomorrow, and we'll be here for all the wildness. Happy Wednesday, everybody, and happy Tuesday on the West Coast. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody, from all of us here at Sports Final.